Bella and welcome to my channel. So in my last video I said that I'd been going through some stuff and that's why I hadn't posted in a really long time. So today I'm kind of going to be touching base on what I was going through. I'm not going to get into full detail. If you guys want me to get into full detail, comment down below and I'll do a story time about it. So basically something that I had been that was a really big dream of mine to do. I worked really hard for it and I was really hoping I put in all of my effort. It was something I really wanted and I ended up not getting it and it literally left me crushed. When I found out that my dream had died, that's a hard thing for anyone to get, but it was just everything was piling on top of everything, and then something I wanted more than anything just died, you know? I didn't get it, and I'm really happy because my friends, they got to do it, and it was my dream, and it just kind of got taken away from me. And it kind of just left me feeling crushed. My heart was absolutely broken. And I just sat in my room crying. I didn't even know what to do. It left me crushed. And I was just crying, really bawling my eyes out. And I really didn't know what to do. And something I do when I get really sad and I'm crying unstoppably is I don't really tell anyone. I'm very weird about that, but I kind of try to hide my emotions, and I feel really bad because that's not fair to my best friends. And I didn't really tell them that it was hurting me that bad. I think I texted them because they were asking me about it, and I told them what happened, and they just asked me how I was, and I just said my heart is breaking. And I didn't tell them I was bawling my eyes out or anything. I just kind of just said my heart is breaking. And I just cried. But just because I didn't want to be, because I know they have stuff going on, and I just didn't want to be that person who makes their problems everyone else's. But anyway, I ended up texting two of my other friends, my cousin Melissa, who is a sister to me, and then one of my friends that went to my school who graduated, because I don't know, I trust her really a lot, and I can talk to her about anything. And I was just what do you do when your dreams die? And it was hard for me to muster up the courage to actually text them, and they gave me some really good advice, but this whole experience just left me feeling I didn't matter and I'm not good enough. But after just kind of being down about it, Melissa told me you can't just dwell on it, you just have to let it go and just move on, and you're still it's still going to be a part of your life, so just enjoy it even though you can't really do what you want to do. And so that's what I'm going to do. But the whole thing just left me feeling worthless, and I wasn't good enough, and it left me questioning what I did wrong and how I could fix it, and I still really don't know those answers. But what I got out of all of this is that I am worth it, and that I am good enough, and that the fact that I was feeling like that was making everything else worse. Because even though I let the fact that my dream died go, I still had the feeling of you're not good enough in my heart. And it would just come out in random moments, and I would just start crying. It didn't matter what I was doing. But I've learned that I am good enough. This whole experience just taught me that I am good enough, and stuff happens. Especially everything on social media, and the world's a pretty messed up place right now. And I think what people need to know is they are good enough and don't feel worthless. Because you're worth more than you know. And it sucks when your dreams die and when you feel like all hope is lost and your heart just aches and you just feel the pain of not being good enough, of not knowing why this happened. But that's when you need to cling on to your friends and your family more than ever and not push them aside and hide from them what's really happening. Because I did that and it wasn't a good thing. And I eventually let my friends in. My mom knew about it. I let my family in, like, because obviously they saw me crying. But I didn't want to become a burden to my friends. And, you know, I feel like we all get that feeling, like, if I tell them, if I put my problems on them, I'm just going to become a burden. But through talking to my friends and telling them about this, when I first told them why I didn't tell them, they told me that I couldn't be a burden because I was their friend. And that was helpful to hear, because I feel like you always need to know that you're not going to be a burden on these people. And they helped me know that I'm not worthless and that I do mean something. I mean something to people. I mean something to them. I mean something to my friends. I am good enough for this world, and no matter what happens, I'm good enough and I'm worth it. And that feeling of being worthless was just me grieving, but like hiding the fact that I was still grieving about it. And it took me a long time to realize that you'll be okay when your dreams die and it feels like the world is crumbling in front of you. But the truth is, it's not. It sucks right now. And I kind of just looked at what was happening in my life in reality with what was happening in the whole world, and it's like your problems, what seems so big to you is kind of minuscule when it comes to the context of the entire world. I mean, with the riots and the deaths that are happening right now, and there's still corona, and it seems like the world is just falling apart at the seams, but it's not. It'll be okay. We'll bounce back from this, because everyone is worth more than they know. And when someone makes you feel like you're worthless or like you're not good enough, they're wrong. And the best thing you can do in that situation is tell someone else. Tell your best friend, tell your parents, because there's strength in numbers. And it took me a while to see that. Like, I could tell my parents and my little sister, but it was really hard for me to tell my friends because I didn't want to become a constraint on them. But I realized that they're there for me and they love me, and I just need to let them in. And from this experience, I know I'm not gonna push them out again. And that's kind of helpful to know. And if they're watching this, I hope they know I'm not going to push them out again, because I felt really bad. And I mean, that's just how I was dealing with it. But I have strength in numbers, and my friends are becoming my family because I go through everything with them. But just remember that you're worth it and that someone loves you. I know what it feels like to feel like you're not worth it, you're not good enough, that everything's against you, and maybe you just want it all to stop. I feel like everyone gets that feeling where they just want everything to stop just for a moment in time. And maybe your heart hurts now, but it will get better. And there's nothing you can't get through. God wouldn't put it in your life if you couldn't get through it. So just push through, and because you're stronger than you know. And I don't know how much this means to you, but I believe in you. And sometimes that's all you need is one person who believes in you. Even if you don't know them. You might not know me, but I believe in you. And I might not know you, but it's good to know that someone has hope and someone knows you're going to do great things. And I know you're going to do great things. Who's ever on the other side watching this video, I know you're going to do great things. And I know you're going to help make this world a better place. You might not see it now, but there's greatness inside of you. There's this quote from my favorite TV show that it's just something I remember, and I have it written down in my notebook, and it's something I read every day. And I'm going to read it to you guys because I think it might help. It says, "At this moment, there are 6,470,818,671 people in the world. Some are running scared, some are coming home. Some tell lies to make it through the day. Others are just facing the truth. Some are evil men at war with good, and some are good struggling with evil. 6 billion people, 6 billion souls in the world, and sometimes all you need is one." And it's the truth. Sometimes all you need is one person to believe in you. So if you don't think you have that one person, I want to be that I want to be that person for you. I believe in you. I believe you're going to do great things and help the world and point it in a good direction. So don't give up on your dreams. Even when they seem dead or gone or lost, they're still there and you can still achieve it. You just have to put your entire heart into it and never give up on yourself. Because the world's not done with you yet, and it needs you here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, future video. Bye.